is a thing, and X is another. I'll be so
F of x equals x cosine x. F prime of x is equal to x times negative sine x plus cosine x. That's negative x sine x plus cosine x. So then f prime at pi over 4 would be equal to negative pi over 4 root 2 over 2 plus root 2 over 2. So this is ugly root 2 pi over 8 plus root 2 over 2.
Negative root 2 pi over 8.
Yeah.
Why is it?
You could. No rule against it. It doesn't make it much simpler. Yes?
Why is it plus cosine x on the f of x, or f derivative?
Because we're talking about product rule, right? Product rule is the first one times the derivative of the second.
Minus.
Plus. Product rule is plus.
Oh, that's what I was talking. Got it.
Do that x through. You can. You can still follow rules of algebra. Always. And if you can make your life better by doing so, you should. Right? But if I've got x times x plus 1, I'm not doing the product rule in this. I'm going x squared plus x, that's 2x plus 1, and there's my derivative. Right? The rules haven't changed. The problem is I have to write it as a polynomial. Now look at this and I go, well, I could do this as this times the derivative of this, which is going to be a headache, plus this times the derivative of that, which is not so bad. Or I can strip the x through and just do a quotient rule one time. Right? See that minus sign there? I do this one separate from this one, right? Whenever I have like 2x squared plus sine x, I just do them two separate, right? So as long as there's a minus sign in the middle, this is just 1 plus, minus, I should say. Now I got to quotient rule this part.
That's acceptable. I've done this all year. I'm sorry. Where did you learn that? You're the only person that's actually doing that. I just don't know your. You really do this. You really do that.
And yes, you can put it over a common denominator if you want, but you wouldn't have to in this case.
Oh, so that's just us. Way easier than yeah, I went to bed at around 12. No, I've actually been not at like 11. When did you 14? 5:30. Oh my god. That's that. I'm sorry. Maggots? That would be a Did you I can help it still have to just the first one says
I recommend the first method.
no, I get it.
If you can turn it into a polynomial, do that.
Wait, it's literally just what? Oh, you take the derivative.
One way is turn it into a polynomial and take the derivative in 2.2 seconds. The other way is, oh, Nelly, quotient rule.
I feel like turning it into polynomials is a lot harder than
Not in this case. This case, that doesn't hold. A lot of cases, it does.
It's not s to the third square minus 2 squared. It's s to the third minus 2 times s to the third minus 2. Oh, good God. Okay. It's just the derivative.
Ew. I'll leave it like that. It's a little dicey, but no, when fractions have a fraction, and the other option would be to FOIL the bottom and flip it up. I don't do that either, so leave it there. We'll pull a calculus laziness. Yes.
Don't you have 2 of the x to the negative 1?
2 of the x to the negative 1. Why?
Because it's plus, not minus.
So that would have been a plus. I distributed it properly. Oh, man, what did I do there? That's weird. You're right. So I've still got plus 2x to the negative 1 in my answer. So those wouldn't cancel out. No. No. Should be a plus. Thank you. It's 35. I've got 3x to the third plus 4x, x minus 5, x plus 1. There's no reason not to do the following. You could FOIL the back and product rule it, or you could FOIL, and then just use a power rule, right? You could do both those things. But I'm going to show you how to do it a different way. I'm going to do the following. I'm going to say this is one of my functions. This is my other one. Right? So then using the product rule, I would do f prime of x equals 3x cubed plus 4x times, oh, I can't do that in my head. So I'm going to write times the derivative with respect to x of this mess. Okay? So in other words, I know how to take derivative of that, but I don't know how to do it just off the top of my head.
So what you're gonna do is power rule the last two, and then get the.
No, I'm going to product rule that because two things multiply together.
That's what I meant.
So I'm doing a product rule inside of a product rule.
And then so product rule the last two, and then once you get that answer, you product rule.
Right. I'm doing the whole thing first, kind of. So then I got x minus 5 times x plus 1 times the root of that, which I already know how to do. That's 9x squared plus 4. Great? Now, only thing that's weird is I have to do the derivative of this. Well, that's two things multiplied together, so I take the derivative of those. Product rule again, right? Times, okay, so the first one times the derivative of the second one, which is what? I'm very scared. People should be paying attention right now. You're going to need this skill later. That's why I'm showing it to you. 1 plus x plus 1 times the root of the first one, which is also 1. And then the rest is going to be just algebra. Okay? So I can do a product rule inside of a product rule. Right? I take the derivative of the last two pieces. That's okay. I can do that in the product rule.
Wait, is that 9x squared plus 4?
Whatever it was.
No. So
yes.
The last thing you wrote.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's just through the first part. Okay? So it's the first part times the derivative of the second part, which I didn't immediately know how to do, plus the second part times the derivative of the first part. And since this two things multiply together, next step, product rule again. Then after that, it's just algebra. Right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's a skill you're going to probably have to use later.
Actually?
Yeah, actually though.
Wait.
You want proof? Sine x, x squared, cosine x. Take the derivative. Treat this as one big problem. Product.
Sine and cosine just ruin everything. Straight up.
They're actually just one choice. Later on, I'm going to show you the derivative of e to the x, same problem. 2 to the x, same problem. ln of x, same problem. We're just keeping it simple by just using these two right now. But as time goes on, there's a whole long list of things that can't be put together. We're just learning the rules. Fair enough? All right, finish up the worksheet.